Okay guys, hi. I know it's been a long time since I made an anime review, but I decided today I have free time, so I'm gonna do a quick little review using my webcam, which actually isn't that bad, and make a little review before I have to go to school. School's been kind of busy. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I'm there till I don't get home till 8, and then by the time I get home I gotta do my work, get my lunch ready, have my supper, and then hit the hay a few hours later. So time hasn't been on my side. And then Thursdays I don't have school till 3:30, but I try and do everything else that I planned on doing. Fridays I usually end up having to work, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday usually work and try and squeeze in some kind of a social life, which has been pretty tough. So yeah, I felt like doing this morning, and I'm hoping that using just a webcam from probably now till I get a better computer, camera, and actually have a nice background, I'm thinking we're just going to stick with using a webcam. It's easier for me to upload them, easier for me to edit them without waiting for them to all load onto my computer. And yeah, so today I'm doing two animes that Jenian had done, and I know that company went out of business quite a while ago, but you can still find the DVDs floating around every now and then. I found mine not long after it had gone out of business, so I had to scrounge around and try and find last volumes and everything, but I'm sure you can probably find them on the internet with not too much trouble. Yeah, they're two really good ones, and I hope you guys give them a chance. Okay, so the first one is Texnolyze. Is that? It's a sci-fi. I want to say post-apocalyptic, but I'm not sure if that's okay. I think it is. I would consider it post-apocalyptic in terms of the setting of everything, and you know, I can't remember too much about what had happened to Earth, but essentially what happens is everybody ends up going underground, and there's all these cities and such, and a lot of it has to do with gangs that are fighting against each other, and with the government that's in power at the time. There's a thing called being technolyzed, and it's when you get artificial limbs, some kind of I think they believe that it's a way of enhancing the human being, becoming more powerful and stronger, and it connects right to your brain. So if, say, you had a metal arm, you would see a lot of what your arm is doing inside your brain, on your eyes, and you'd have a little screen that's right here in your eye, and yeah, a lot of control. You can see your vitals and everything like that, and yeah, you end up enhancing your body. And what happens is this guy who was some kind of pit fighter ends up getting in trouble with the wrong people, and he ends up losing his arm and his leg. And this woman finds him that does all this Texnolyze, and she gives him a new kind of Texnolyzed limbs. And yeah, the story goes on from there, them trying to override powers and gang fights and that kind of thing. I really liked it so much that I had to go and try and find all the volumes, and every time I went to Anime North I was looking through the piles of really cheap animes, and I ended up finding the last volume, and I was like, yeah, I can finally finish it, because I did buy it originally at Cinema One, the first volume, for really cheap. It was 11 bucks. So yeah, I decided to finish it. The animation is really awesome, and the characters are really, really interesting. I think his name is Ichise. Yeah, his character is really cool, but I really just like the fight scenes, and I like the idea of robotics and humans, so the idea of cyborgs and cybernetics and stuff like that. I'm just gonna see the back here. It's the same creators of Serial Experiment Lain, Highbane Renmei, and Hellsing. So, judging by the names of the same producers and creators, you can tell that it's not going to be too bad of a series. It can get a little slow at times, but a lot of the story is it's gradual, and the ending episodes are fantastic. They're really, really interesting. Yeah, it's got a bit of blood. I think it's got a little bit of intense gore, but I can't quite remember. I just know there's lots of action and fighting, and yeah, it's just really crazy. Like, you got lots of elements going on. If you have any other questions, if I'm not addressing something that you need to know, just leave me a comment, and yeah, I'll try and answer. I haven't seen it in a while again, but it's 6 volumes, so I think it's 24 episodes, 24, 25. Yeah, oh, I'll just let you know. So Ichisei is a prize fighter on the run for crossing the wrong people. Ran is a young girl who can see the future. She's a really awesome character and becomes extremely important throughout the entire series. Onishi is the gang leader who struggles to maintain his power over the city. And Yoshi is a mysterious visitor from the surface world with his own agenda. Yoshi, also extremely important. So all the characters that you meet are essentially extremely important. As it says right there. I guess that was kind of obvious. Yeah, so Texnolyze. See if you can find it online somewhere. It's chill. It's really good. It was different than what I had been watching. And also, if you're a fan of Ergo Proxy, you definitely want to watch this. I know that's probably why I ended up liking it so much. Yeah. Okay. So the next one is Lunar Legend Tsukihime. It's another one by Jenian, and it's 3 volumes. I had to order the last disc online from my anime store, and yeah, I really gotta change that gong sound. Anyway, so I did end up finding the last volume, and it's extremely rare to find them. I found it first online, and I watched some of the episodes online, so you can probably find it somewhere, maybe on, I don't know. I don't really watch anime online anymore. I just don't have time. Yeah, see if you can find it. The main characters, the boy is Shiki, and he has this ability, if he takes off these special glasses he got when he was a kid, to see the lines of where things are connected. So you see all these red lines all over objects, and if you cut one of the lines, that object will break. And you know, he doesn't remember much of his childhood. He doesn't remember much of his past or anything. So that's always kind of a mystery, and you don't really find out what happens till the very end of the series. The other character is Arkwade. She is a vampire, and she's been awoken, and she ends up bumping into Shiki, and he cuts her into like 23 pieces or something like that. And they end up immediately having like some kind of connection. She's always following him around, trying to protect him from this evil villain. I think his name was Chaos, and then there's somebody else. I can't remember his name though. Yeah, she ends up kind of liking him, and he kind of likes her. So as she lives out in the modern world, she ends up not wanting to leave, and she wants to stay with Shiki, and she wants to be like all these other girls and go out on dates. And at the very beginning, she seems so like dark, and I don't know, maybe not dark, but kind of cold. But then she ends up softening up so much and just wanting to be happy and be with Shiki and live out a normal life. And yeah, so it's 12 episodes long, not bad. Animation is pretty standard. Nothing too special about it. Yeah. Well, there's a picture in here. You can kind of might be able to tell a little bit better. Yeah. So the animation kind of looks like that. It's nothing special. In my opinion, anyway. Yeah, so if you want a quick anime to watch, Tsukihime is always there. Yeah. Give it a shot if you're into something that's vampire related, but it's not over the top vampires, which is good, because you know, in this time of our cultures, there's just vampires everywhere. Yeah, it's not over the top vampires, which is great. You get kind of sick of seeing a lot of vampire stuff, but Tsukihime is not bad. It's not over the top. There's like one vampire, maybe 2. She's one of them. You kind of get a little bit of story about what she is. And, yeah. So it's not too bad. Thinking about showing you in manga too. Nah, we're just gonna leave it. Anyway, so if you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comment box below. Questions about the anime, or if you have requests as to other anime you'd like me to talk about that I have seen, again, let me know. I'm thinking about starting a blog somewhere. If I can't remember if I said that in a past video, it's been forever. But I'm thinking of starting a blog about anime lists and animes that I've watched, and then I can still be doing videos, but the blogs I would be able to focus on at school. Like, I could write them while I'm at school during my breaks. So I would definitely be able to be of a little more assistance, but I know there's a lot of those kinds of blogs out there, so you know, I want to kind of make something a little different. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm really sorry it's been a long time. Yeah, questions, leave them in the comment box. Okay, so I really hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, we'll see y'all later. Bye!